In the top right hand side, going to be playing the Protoss for game number 1 of this best of 3. We're going to have ourselves the blue player. It is Clem. He's taking on the red Terran. In the bottom left hand side, we have ByuN taking out Reyna on the first round of the day. See how this TvP lines up for us as we get into this game number 1. ByuN bring out some more surprises. He actually played some cool builds against Reyna, some aggressive stuff, mix it in, trying to, clearly be an unpredictable Terran to the best of his ability. So really kind of went out with that kind of idea initially. As do you have Rax, Gas, Gateway, and a sim layer. Continue to build through. You have one of the barracks proxied on the map a little bit, so a little bit sneaky here from ByuN. He's going to try and go for an opening to kind of catch Clem off a little bit early on. Even that first barracks is kind of hidden away, right? So, yeah, a little sneaky altogether here right now. Interested to see what the plan of that actually becomes. Next is Cybercore, Zealot, Reaper in the barracks continue to build through just for a few moments. We'll see, the probe does scout the barracks in the corners, then this looks a lot less suspicious. And then obviously the second barracks on the map maybe is still something you do not know about just yet. So can you figure it out as Clem, seeing the CC not coming down, for example, right? Could be kind of one of those things you piece together a little bit, so definitely some questions up for grabs. A couple of Reapers continue to build. Oh, the probe here is going to get found as well, so not be able to keep that hidden out on the map. Nice catch from ByuN. Able to take that out and stop Clem from coming back through for a scout a bit further down the line now. And Bunker is coming through. We're just going to have ourselves the refinery coming up. Nexus, Battery, Probe, Stalker, Warp Gate continue to come through for the moment. Stalker is still chrono boost now, so 2 Stalkers and a Zealot together. Going to move to the front. The Reapers will go out toward the upper right-hand side. The Reaper's going to enter the natural expansion, so in they go. Stalker and a Zealot, 2 Stalkers and a Zealot. Going to be right there to push those Reapers back the other way. I'm going to see the Reapers coming back over. Stalkers continue to fire up. Reaper continue to take some shots. Is going to see Reaper number 1 going down already, so first Reaper falling. The second and third Reaper just about being chased out of that for the moment, as again the CC in the factory continue to come online. Reactor in the tech lab coming up as well. Stalker's just going to be hitting the bunker for a couple of seconds. So bunker already taking some damage. The Zealot going to pull back. And that blink in the warp gate continue to come through as the robo facility and gateway still in production. So we are going to see Clem just going pretty standard here initially, right? Get the blink going, robo coming through, and able to apply some pressure from there. Get that stalker count up, and then start to see what tech he wants to build up behind this in the near future. The Reaper's going to hang about right there. And obviously would love the chance to get in and try and deal some damage, but realistically there's a couple Stalkers nearby. And we've got both engines that's kind of pinned down defensively already here on the side of Clem. So it's going to come through. Reaper's going to get chased back the other direction. Again, Marines and the Siege Tank coming about. The Stim Pack coming over. In PvT, how do you defend against Proxy Marauders with cannons? No, you build a robo facility. You build a robo, defend your high ground. Basically just that, like, Immortals. You can also build a Stargate, build Void Rays. instead of the Robo and Immortals, but I think just Robo Immortals and defend high ground. Like, defend low ground a little bit, but be willing to go up to the high ground. Hero had a really good example of it. He played against ByuN recently, and ByuN tried to do it to him on ley lines, and it was just a perfect defense. Like, there was just no hope for ByuN at all. So Hero really shown that he learned what to do against that following his match against Maru. So yeah, really seems like the much more convincing way to defend it. Great example of how something can look so freaking powerful, but if you do the actual correct response, it doesn't look very good at all. Like, it's crazy the difference it can make. Yeah, it was very cool. Anyways, Storm on the way up, charges coming through. Back into this one. It's just going to be seeing a High Templar coming about. It's going to be having the +1 on the combat shield coming through as well. Marine Marauder still in production. Again, the extra Medivacs Marauder still producing on through. 2 more barracks on the way from ByuN. As we will see him powering up the Bioforce here. Gets the scan out, picks off an observer in the skies already. Combat shield, concussive shells, +1 attack, continue to come through. Marine Marauder Medivac still on the way in. You got the charge and the storm coming up on the side of Clem. Extra gateways in the forge and the battery coming through too. And those few Marines wanting to maybe take a little bit of a step forward. The Stalker's blinking back already, though. It's just going to get themselves out of there for the moment. And that Ghost Academy about halfway done currently. Command will be landing down in position in the next few moments. Still a couple of shots, just chasing those few Stalkers away for now. The reactor still coming through, the probes coming about, the pylon on the way up as well. That Marine really does continue just head all the way up towards the top as Zealot Stalker will show back up. Marine going to go down. Gets that picked off immediately there as we just have ourselves the army of Clem looking to kind of peruse onto the map and see a little bit more of what's going on here, perhaps. ByuN's gathering together, tanks joining up, Ghosts and the +1 armor coming through again, Zealot High Templars building as well for the moment. A couple of units will go stimming forward and trying to see if there's an opportunity to find much of anything. The Zealots are going to charge forward themselves. High Templars obviously able to get some good storms off here, not in range of the tanks. The tanks can't just target fire those. SCVs now getting stormed as Clem pushes in with confidence. 9 SCVs going down. "13 SCVs. So we've seen, I mean, this is obviously really battle ready for ByuN. He's taking a ton of damage, and Clem is not stopping. Stepping straight on through, bunch of SCVs still going down. Army in general just getting absolutely chunked away at. I'm going to see a couple more storms coming in here. The Bio's still taking a bunch of damage. Prism can actually survive for the warp, and if we do, then I think this game might just end because the Zealots may just be a little bit too much. Stalk's still fighting, more SCVs dropping. ByuN does not have an answer. This was as simple as it gets from Clem. Gets an army, pushes with it, and finds absolute deliverance. GG's. Into game number 2, as in the top left-hand side, our blue Protoss taking the 1-0 lead is going to be Clem. In the bottom right, our red Terran player is going to be ByuN. Take a couple moments as you set into Pile on then, and ByuN fight back. SCV nibbling at the probes. Probe taking some damage. Do you have the Cybercore on the way through? What's up, Mr. Gag? Not available. Thank you so much for the 17-month resub on the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So he turns back around. Probe going to take a few more shots of damage. Can Nexus Cybercore, the Zealot continue to come about. The Orbital and the CC coming about as well. That's going to drop our factory down for the moment. What's up, Incubus, as well? Thank you so much as well for the 54-month resub. Welcome back for 54 months. Super appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. We'll get coming about. Adept and the Nexus continue to come through. We get that set up for the moment. Barracks going to drop down into a reactor. Still got the CC building as well there, so we are going to get that coming up as well. CV into the main base, and just going to see the factory swapping on over to the tech lab as well. Twilight Council builds, no surprises there. We'll see what ByuN can do with that starport coming online. Volker Warp Gate coming about, cycling a couple of Marines coming through. Cyclone going to step forward. Adept, Zealot, Stalker just going to be there. I'm going to hit the Cyclone a little bit. Cyclone going to be taking quite a few shots, but it does have the lock onto the Stalker, which is going to be good for the kill. So ByuN going to get my first blood of this game. Stalker down, and the Cyclone will now just grab some repairs to get set back up. So Cyclone going to get repaired up here. A couple of Marines gather alongside said Cyclone. And the Starport going to lift off and relocate toward a tech lab factory. Going to go build a tech lab for itself. That's going to be giving us the chance to build into the Raven here. Unless ByuN has Banshee intentions, which is a complete possibility as well. Cyclone Marines in the tank continue to gather. We do see the Raven just popping through. Raven building. Marines still on the way. And Blink going to finish up very shortly. Let's just have the Robo continue to come on through as well. A couple of simulators continue to come out. Raven the Cyclone, go up that right-hand side. Just going to see the Prism and the Charge going through. Stalker will be in production again. The Barracks, the Marines, the SCVs will continue to build across. We got the +1 attack upgrade coming through as well. And the Observer and the Charge upgrade both coming out and online, so we get those up and running. +1 attack and the Stim Pack coming through as well. We had a tank and a Marine on 2. I'm just going to be getting everything ready as the Barracks, the Bunker, continuing up. We've got Temple Archives building as well. Add an Observer onto that. Add the Charge on. The Stalkers just blink. They're going to get rid of the tank, but it cost you a couple of Stalkers. No, it only cost you 1 Stalker to get rid of that tank. That's worthwhile. That removes some of the defense there from ByuN and gives you a lot more opportunity to continue scouting around with these Stalkers and looking for opportunity then. Archives finishing up shortly. Still got Storm and the Charge on the way out as well. The Immortal still building up. Stim Pack and +1. Building also as the Raven comes into the main base for a chance Maybe try and deal some damage. Or the natural pick you're picking, obviously auto turrets in general can be very effective here as the Stalkers will look for some more damage themselves via the Warp Prism, coming through and getting rid of a few SCVs right off the bat with a few of their shots initially. So going to get straight on in, get some damage done. We're going to get a couple of kills, get rid of a Cyclone. The Raven has not been that successful in getting probes on the other side, so not able to do too well over there. As we just have, again, Storm building up, Gateways on the way through. And the couple of barracks still building up at Stimpack and +1. Medivacs also can build for the moment. Doesn't back up that right-hand side. The few Stalkers set up on the low ground. Waiting their shot at pressing forward a little bit here as you just have a couple of Medivacs slipping up that right side. Opportunity there from ByuN then to maybe get something done. So definitely going to be looking for that chance as the Raven comes around the back. Going to drop down and a couple of probes will begin to fall. ByuN just still gathering together there. And again, the +1 attack upgrade coming through. Combat shield, concussive shells. Coming up also, a couple more Medivacs. Next port of call. Main thing right now is that if you have those units on the map as ByuN, try and stop Clem taking a super fast fourth, right? Just because that's one of the things you can definitely, probably succeed with again with the drop. Nice Storm, Marines taking some extra damage. Medivacs have to pull away to the right side, getting out of there. More Stalkers continue to get picked away at. Medivacs back down the right. Combat shield, armor upgrade coming through. The ByuN gonna unload onto a pylon. Pop that down as well. So the pylon gets picked off. A couple Stalkers trying to get underneath, but the Medivacs are away and out of there. Still got the Ghosts in production. Marine Marauder Vikings producing 2. Still gathering at the front as the army comes back around the top side. A couple more Zealots and High Templars coming over. +1 on the way through. The ByuN going to unload on the left side as well. Orbital will fly overhead and coming to land down toward that third base. ByuN going to stim across and intercept a little bit, chase the Zealots out of there. The Stalkers going to come blinking underneath and chasing down. Wouldn't mind shots good for a bunch of those Zealots. Wow, Zealots actually just melt, and Clem's not going to have too much left over at the tail end of that. It's a lot of his units gone and still losing probes to the Raven as well, so I think Clem is in some... I want to say Clem is in some trouble, but he's also got the third base of ByuN lifted, so he's still maintaining 3-2 bases, taking his fourth base now with the Robo Bay finishing, so his army will improve in the coming moments. Especially with the Robo Bay tech, really gives you an answer to a lot of what else has been going on in this game. And if ByuN can't take the third base super comfortably, then that probably is going to remain as a difficult little position. Fire gathering, Medivacs and Vikings joining. Again, the Colossus and the armor upgrade coming through. We get some more Ghosts in the armory coming about. Some Marines on the way as well. The refinery just comes down. We drop some mules into play as well. Clem gets more Ghosts added on, so those Ghosts still coming up. I love the probe just holding that watchtower as well. Great vision for Clem. When you look at the minimap, it's all blue. Like, everything that is being seen really is Clem. ByuN has the drop, and that's about it. Otherwise, it's just his 3 bases, so... a lot of good things for Clem, as ByuN obviously can mine from the third base, but now Clem will have a fourth, he'll have Colossus. A lot of better kind of, moments kind of coming through. Like I say, that tech coming online from Clem definitely starting to help him a little bit. Hey, what's up, Porf2020? Thank you so much for the 22-month resub on the Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you for priming up the stream today and supporting the channel, supporting the StarCraft 2. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Raven comes around the back and to drop that auto turret down again, and a couple more probes will come into fire, but I will say we've done a pretty good job of maintaining probes. The Raven has 7 kills, 3 of them just coming through there. 11 minutes in the game. We've seen much worse on the Ravens in the past. When I say worse, I mean worse damage dealt to mineral lines, so yeah, more probes going down, etc. In this case, it's fine. Those 3 definitely help. That almost doubles the Raven's success so far, so just basically TLDR, as I start talking about it, it becomes less of a thing. 2T upgrades, Extended Thermal Lance, Colossus, Dark Shrine on the way through as well. We get a lot of progress being made right now as the Zealot going to just dive on in and finds a Marine to slice up, dice up, and clean out of that. Big Protoss Army actually taking a step towards this Bioforce right now. Going to take a chance to kind of get through and jump toward that force. Thank you. Oh, High Templar goes down at the end. A little mistake from Clem. Thank you, Ordinary, for the 4-month resub. Also on that Prime. Appreciate you clicking that Prime button, supporting the stream today. Thank you so much. Still an army here from Clem. Stepping on forward. The Bioforce will take a moment or two to just move back and be very cautious about where we're heading to. Like, it's got some damage onto the Observer initially. Now we've got a Sense Tower that's in the front, is maybe in some trouble. The High Templar, I was going to say, is very far forward. Just about dropped a Storm to the high ground there. Didn't have the vision, I think, to drop it really any further forward or kind of the length of arms. Would have been nice to kind of throw it a bit deeper on that high ground the way it landed. Oh, the Raven! Going with the misclick, and the Raven does go down, so that's the end of that harass. We do have this double drop. It's been here a while. Going to be very cautious with the Stalkers blinking in all at once to ensure we get rid of the Medivacs, and that means that this army is not going anywhere. We got a few probes in the end, but I mean, that's all of the presence on the map from ByuN gone. The Raven, gone. Double drop, gone. That was everything that was keeping him, like I say, active on the map, so that's a huge, huge deal breaker. And +3 attack, Shadow Stride on the way, +2 armor and a Disruptor on the way up as well. A couple Storms coming over, Zealot's going to get hit. Bio Army eating up a whole bunch. We actually deny the Disruptor shot so it doesn't connect onto those few units. And ByuN will take the chance to step in toward that Protoss force and chase Clem out of here, pushing him back up the left-hand side for these next few moments. +2 armor about to finish. Again, Shadow Stride finishing soon. +3 attack and the Fusion Core building from ByuN. Fusion Core makes a lot of sense. Get some Liberators and Liberator range up could be a really cool way to kind of develop yourself later in this game. Get control of the Liberators. There's so much value you can find from those sort of situations. So definitely one of those possibilities. As that Disruptor didn't go anywhere. Clem, again, trying to push into this position. Dropping Storms now on the Vikings as they chase the Colossus down. Can we get any of the Colossus out? We should be storming these Vikings, surely. You know, encourage them to back the hell up and not to just chase your Colossus for kills. Yeah, I feel like a Storm could have come down sooner. Clem keeps one of the 2 Colossus alive that I was looking at, so one of those gets away and can be used again in the future. 3 upgrades now coming through as well as we see a few more Zealots warping. Disruptor and the Colossus still producing. This tank needs to decide where it would like to go in the next few moments. It's going to siege up right there. ByuN defending the 4 bases right now. Clem 5 going to 6 bases. So definitely getting that economy up and online, getting to that stage where he's going to be feeling very confident to keep on building and rebuilding and resetting after this time and time again. So continue to get that rolling. Bio out to the far right. Just going to see the little bit of Bio Ghost coming across for the moment. Bio just going to get onto the Watchtower. Zealot gets chased away. The rest of the units showing up as well. Zealots are going to charge on forward. Bio will stim. The Zealots get turned back the other direction. Disruptor shot is going to land short of that Bio army. +3 attack about to complete. The +3 armor still on the way through. 3 upgrades on the way from ByuN as well. Vikings are going to fire good EMPs, get rid of a bunch of the High Templar energy right off the bat. Stalkers are going to get underneath and just aggressively chase down the Vikings, try and protect those Colossus. Yeah, they were good EMPs though. I think without the EMPs that would have been very scary for ByuN, because obviously Clem was very ready to push on forward, but with the EMPs, less Storm available, a lot more that ByuN could kind of do to kind of stick around in that fight and stay in it, and actually take a little bit of a better trade and engagement than what he would have had otherwise. Probably going to sim across. Disruptor's going to be good for a few of the Ghosts. Oh, the Disruptors may get chased down though as they trail the army. Love the Disruptor shot there. He fired with the Disruptor in the center, which is the correct one to fire with because it's not easily denied, which means you're likely to actually force the Terran back, and the DTs show up, getting rid of the bottom side 6 o'clock base, and all of a sudden Clem finds himself taking much more control in this game. The game is increasing in his favor as those DTs are just showing up, and ByuN did not have an immediate answer for them. Problem is, Dark Templar obviously very powerful. If you don't start doing something about them straight away, you're going to start having some issues pretty darn quickly, and yeah, those DTs able to come through and absolutely shred as the DTs continue to get to work. A couple of them getting scanned down. Ghost chasing, DTs being killed. And we do still have +3 armor. Just finishing up ByuN at least with another upgrade, but I'm not sure if that's going to suddenly save him here as Clem comes diving back into the front. We have some Liberators sieging. The Disruptor will be zoning more than anything else. We've got Advanced Ballistics about to finish, so Clem might have some difficulty still. Getting through the ranged Liberators is not an easy task. He doesn't have a ton of anti-air in this army right now, so there's a world where ByuN is absolutely going to stabilize here. His army supply pretty high as well, as he's lost SCVs but replaced it with army and replenished with just unit production, which means that he's got a lot of army supply at any point in time. 141 not maxed out versus the 120 of Clem, who is maxed out. So yeah, army supply in ByuN's favor, and with the defensive units of the Liberators, maybe that's something which Clem will struggle with a little bit. Maybe that's how ByuN hangs on in here and takes this game to a later stage where maybe he can find some opportunities or chances just further down the line once again. Zealot's going to get rid of, gotten rid of there. Takes a few units of tension away. Do we have the Stalkers to get rid of these libs? There's only a couple of them set up, so it would seem as though the answer to that may just be a big resounding yes. And get some kills off. A couple of Zealots still coming through. SCV still taking damage. Bio will jump up. Couple cannons going down. Battery taking damage. EMPs still going off onto the Zealots as we continue to pull away. Bio and Medevac gathering back together. A couple more Disruptors still coming through as well. The Bio still firing. Zealots still taking damage. A couple more Zealots being picked away at right now. Marine Marauder coming up. Disruptors and the Stalkers in production. A few Zealots on there as well. Cannon and the battery also in production at the moment as the Bioforce steps out to the front here to sit in between the natural and third base. Orbital will step over to that right side, land down onto the fourth. The Bio going to come through, going to go after the Disruptor. Screen GG. Clem is going to get enough. And it is going to be a 2-0. Clem moving through.